Hey guys, we got some exciting things in our new scheduling screen. We're gonna go over those right now. So let's jump in. All right, so on the scheduling screen, you're going to see a lot of changes versus having the calendar at the top and the jobs at the bottom. Now we have this split screen of jobs on the left, calendar on the right. This should give you a much better view of what am I trying to schedule and where can I schedule that on the calendar without the scrolling up and down to remember where. The next biggest thing you're going to notice is the drag and drop. So I can click on a phase and I'm going to drag this over to the calendar, and now I can schedule this. All of this information is going to be pre-filled for me based on how I estimated this. So I estimated 13.2 hours for my excavation crew. We're going to automatically populate the crew, the hours based on when I drag and dropped it. The days will be sequential. If I get rid of this and I add another day, again, it's going to be sequential at the same time. And all of that's going to be added. The threshold is based on your average working hours within your organization settings. So once it crosses, in this case, 10 hours for this account, those other 3.2 hours that we had estimated, that's why that showed as 3.2 hours on the following day, because I estimated 13.2 hours. My average working hours is 10, and so we roll that extra 3.2 to the next day. I can still say, you know what, I know I have some fluff in this. I'm going to give my guys one day so I can remove that extra day and schedule it just for 10 hours. And then if I need to come back in here later and add another day, add that extra day, maybe we need to come back in and do some cleanup work for a couple hours the following day. Great, I'm going to click the plus sign and add the second day to it. So I drag and drop, I verify the hours look good, and now I'm going to click add to calendar. And there it is, 10 a.m. just after the next one. You'll see these little bubbles, same thing. So this is now scheduled. Red, TBS is to be scheduled. Blue is scheduled. This job itself is scheduled. One other cool thing about this is, let's say I have a job that has multiple phases. Let's find one in here. Here's one that has 2 open phases, and I want to just schedule those at the same time. You'll notice up here these dots at the job level instead of the phase level, the job phase. I can click and drag this entire job onto the calendar. And now it's going to ask you, who do you want to assign this to? Because I might have multiple crews assigned to this in the proposal. So who do you want to assign this to? How many hours do you want to assign to each block? And now it's going to schedule all phases, at least the phases that are to be scheduled. This one was already scheduled, so we didn't touch that. But all phases that are to be scheduled, you'll now see that I have 2 separate phases over here on the calendar that we scheduled at the same time. So you can schedule an entire job all at one time versus scheduling individual phases. So really cool aspects there. So hopefully this helps. I can click on these still and open up the modal without having to schedule it. So clicking on the phase allows me to open this up, view work orders, all the same information that we had before. Clicking on a job opens up the job modal if I need to push this to QuickBooks or sync something else. So lots of functionality in here that allows you to drag and drop. The next thing that we're talking about that's been a highly requested item is this is our list view. Let's jump over to the calendar view. So now I have this list of jobs that I can drill down into, and I'm going to filter by to be scheduled and scheduled. And I can filter by show me all of my crack seal jobs that need to be scheduled. And so it'll filter by the phase based on what needs to be scheduled. So now I can view, if I drill down into here, these are the jobs that I have. Clicking on these will open up a modal and allow me to drag and drop directly from this calendar. So I've got this is kind of a random account in here, this demo account, but here's a job. Again, I can drag and drop directly from here. This is all going to be pre-filled based on the proposal, and I can schedule this directly from my map now. Same thing, I can put this one on here coming the next day, schedule it, and now this job, depending on how I have my filters, this job moves to a scheduled. it could fall off of my map if I'm only scheduled to my to be scheduled work. So really cool functionality that will allow you to cluster schedule things together, add things to the calendar really quickly based on the proximity to each other, drag and drop instead of having to click and find. So lots of items in here for you that will help speed up your scheduling process. Please let us know your feedback and comments. Appreciate being a part of Bitumio, and we'll talk to you guys later. Thanks.